When you're getting ready to make a palette knife painting from a collage, so the collage has really simplified the forms. The collage on the right was cut paper, and the collage on the left was more torn paper, so soft edge versus hard edge. What you want to do is keep the reference of your color map with all of these closed shapes when you ultimately make your preliminary drawing for the palette knife painting. So I'm using this as a reference. I'm going to draw it larger on this painting surface, and then ultimately I'll be able to work with palette knife to really fill in all of these closed shapes, referencing this collage for color. Initially, I like to sketch it out kind of loosely just to start placing some of the larger shapes. That way I can edit it as I go. But there's this large tree. And again, I'm referencing my map. I'm not referencing a photograph or even nature, because I'm interested in how the mapping, this mapping, actually really helps me simplify my motif. So I've got this tree, I've got this long diagonal shadow that comes down off the tree. And as I'm creating these color shapes, really they're all driven by color. They're very simple shapes. There's not a lot of detail. It's like puzzle pieces. Coming across to the other side of the tree. And I'm just following these shapes. They're all adjacent to each other. They all relate to each other. And they're closed shapes. In other words, this yellow-green shape right here, when I'm drawing it into this version, what I'm thinking about is its boundaries. So I know that there's a boundary here. There's a boundary at the bottom. Kind of jogs up on a diagonal, and then it terminates underneath this yellow shape, and the yellow shape comes up and hugs up under the tree. There's a little bit of variety to the top edge of it. The tree itself has a little shape at the bottom, and then its cast shadow comes all the way down. But the thing is that because with my palette knife painting, I'm interested in maintaining the structure, I'm interested in maintaining the sculptural nature of these forms without a lot of blending, without a lot of blurring. What I want to do in the map for the painting is keep it really simple, really clear. This next yellow shape, also a closed shape. There's sort of an emerald green shape here. And there's a smaller tree in the distance. And because I've collaged it already, and I've worked with mapping it, I've already let go a lot of the details of this tree. So I'm not working with every single leaf. I'm mostly interested in the overall color shape that's happening. There's another tree back here, sort of a curved trunk. And I'm just trying to go for the character of it. And again, the character was distilled in the collage. And rather than getting all distracted and seduced by the details that I might notice from nature or I might notice from a photograph, I'm working rather with just these pure shapes. And this will really set me up for ultimately working with a palette knife. So I've got this as my beginning, and then I've worked with this and then enlarged it to here. So now we'll be ready to add color.